Welcome students. My name is Sunil Joshi. Last 25 years I am in a teaching field. My separate YouTube channel is there. So the name of my channel is Sunil Joshi Sir Mathematics. Today we are going to discuss on the topic numbers. So this is a very helpful topic for the students in a school as well as the students who are going for the competitive examinations also. So let us discuss one by one about the numbers. So see the first type of numbers, natural numbers. It is also called as counting numbers. Then second one is whole numbers. Then third one is integers. Fourth number is rational numbers. Then irrational numbers and real numbers. So many times we are hearing such words and there is a confusion in our mind. So what are these numbers? So let us discuss one by one these numbers very clearly. So the first number we have seen, that is natural numbers. It is denoted by the letter N. N stands for natural number, capital N. Okay, this stands for natural numbers. So these are called as counting numbers. So whenever we are telling count the numbers, okay, count the numbers, then that time we are starting from 1. Starting from 1. So what are natural numbers? The natural number starts from 1. So 1 is the smallest natural number. The next natural number is 2. The next natural number is 3. The next natural number is 4. The next natural number is 5, and so on. So nobody knows the largest natural number. It is infinite natural numbers are there. So the beginning of natural number is 1 and the second one is 2 and so on. These numbers are called as natural numbers or they are called as counting numbers. So let us go to the next part, that is whole numbers. So whole numbers, they are the set of numbers denoted by the letter capital W. Whole means 0 comes. So whenever we call whole, our mouth becomes O shape. Whole numbers, whole numbers. So when we are calling whole numbers, our mouth becomes O shape. That's why whole numbers start from the number 0. So only one number is added in the natural number. So whole number starts from 0. Lot of confusion is there in the mind whether natural number starts from 0 or whole number starts from 0. So in that way you can remember that is whole number starts from 0 and so on. So only one number is increased in as compared to natural numbers and whole numbers. Natural number starts from 1 and the whole number starts from 0. This is the difference between two numbers. Then let us go to the next part, that is integers. So integers, you can see the number line. You can see the number line for showing integers. So 0 is also there. We have seen 1 is also there, 2 is also there, 3 is also there. So 1, 2, 3, these are called as natural numbers. If you added 0, then 0, 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 these numbers are called as whole numbers. So again some more part is increased to the left side of 0. To the left side of 0. So what are these numbers? These numbers are called as negative numbers. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5 and so on. So students, be very alert with these numbers, negative numbers. So once again I am repeating, that is 0 is such a number which is neither positive nor negative. Then 1, 2, 3, these are positive numbers. They are on the right side of 0, and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, some can call also minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. These are called as negative integers and these numbers are to the left side of 0. And 0 is a number which is neither positive nor negative, and all together they are called as integers. So see students, integers, it is denoted by the letter I, capital letter I, or sometimes it is denoted by the letter Z also. So what do you know by Z? Z is a German word. It is called as Zahlen. So Zahlen is a word which is a German word, and Zahlen means to count. So integers we have seen. Let us discuss students about rational numbers, irrational numbers and real numbers. So students get afraid whenever we hear the word rational numbers. Suddenly, if I ask the students, what do you know by rational numbers? The answer is not coming from the students. Okay, so it is not a horrible word to hear. Rational numbers, irrational numbers, and real numbers. So understand the concept. If you remember some examples of rational numbers, irrational numbers, and real numbers, you will find it is easy, because in every example, one or the other number comes only. So let us discuss in detail about rational numbers. So what are rational numbers? Rational numbers, the word rational came from the word ratio. So we know the word ratio. Ratio means numerator upon denominator. Means in the form of numerator and denominator. So it is denoted by the letter Q. So Q stands for quotient. Q stands for quotient. So let us see the examples of rational numbers. Very simple. The examples of rational numbers are like this: 2 upon 3, 4 upon 5, it is minus 2 upon 3, it is minus 9 upon 7. Even if you take 0, 0 is also a rational number, 1 is also a rational number, 2 is also a rational number, negative 4 is also a rational number, negative 5 is also a rational number. Why it is so? Because everywhere we can write the denominator is 1. So 0 can be written as 0 upon 1. 1 means 1 upon 1. 2 means 2 upon 1. Minus 4 means minus 4 upon 1. Minus 5 means minus 5 upon 1. So a number in the form of m upon n. A number in the form of m upon n, where m and n are integers. Where m and n are integers and n is not equal to 0. So in this format, all the numbers are called as rational numbers. So I think you understand the concept rational numbers. It is denoted by the letter Q, and Q stands for quotient. The word rational stands for ratio. So let us go to the next number, irrational number. Also, I would like to tell about rational number. If you have taken the decimal representation of rational numbers, means if you convert this number m upon n, means if you divide the number m by n by long division method, then you will see that the decimal representation is either terminating type, means we'll get remainder is 0, or we'll get a recurring type, means 1.66666 dot dot dot, means it is 1.6 bar or 1.6 dot. So such numbers are called as rational numbers. So let us go to the next, that is irrational numbers. So first we'll see the examples of irrational numbers. So see the examples of irrational numbers. Root 2 is an example of irrational number. Root 3 is an example of irrational number. Root 5 is an example of irrational number. And we know pi, the word pi is the Greek alphabet. It is also called as irrational number. And also such kind of numbers are there: 5.10, then 100, then 1000, and dot 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 dot. So such numbers are called as irrational numbers. So it is denoted by the letter q dash. Q dash means the number which is not q. The number which is not q, it is called as q dash. Means the number which is not rational, these are called as irrational numbers. So we'll make the negative sentence for the irrational number. That is the decimal representation of irrational number. It is neither terminating type nor recurring type. Okay, see here the decimal representation is given here: 5.101001001000. Listen this. So this is not a recurring number. So all the numbers, they are not in a recurring form. Got it? So it is called as irrational number. So if you see the comparison of these numbers, then what we'll get? If you see natural numbers, all natural numbers are rational numbers. If you see whole numbers, all whole numbers are rational numbers. If you see integers, all integers are rational numbers. And rational numbers, again, it is a big set of numbers. So rational numbers again contains all types of fractions of m upon n. But what are irrational numbers? The number which is not a rational number, it is called as irrational number. If you want to find out the square root of 2, we never get the final answer. Even if you calculate it by the method that is square root by root 2, then it is not possible to get the remainder 0. Never will get the correct answer for root 2, never will get the value for root 3. So these numbers are called as irrational numbers. So that is the last part, that is real numbers. Real numbers is the biggest set of numbers. Real numbers is the biggest set of numbers. It is denoted by the capital letter R. So what are real numbers? Real numbers is a combination of all rational numbers and irrational numbers. So in short, all above numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, they all called as real numbers. Okay, so what is the example of these? We can take all 1 to 3 natural numbers, then we can take 0 is also a real number. If you take -3, -4, -5, all negative integers we can take. Then fractions we can take 2 by 3, -4 upon 3. We can take irrational numbers, say for example root 2, root 3, root 11. So all these numbers are called as real numbers. So real number is the biggest set of numbers. So I hope all of you understand. Let us go ahead, students. Prime numbers, composite numbers, multiples of 3, multiples of 7, divisible by 5, divisible by 9, perfect square numbers, perfect cube numbers, even numbers and odd numbers. So such words comes again and again in the examples. So we should be very clear with these words. So let us go with one by one. Prime numbers. So what are prime numbers? 1 is not a prime number. Tell yourself for 10 times, 1 is not a prime number. The smallest prime number is 2. The next prime number is 3. The next prime number is 5. The next prime number is 7. The next prime number is 11. The next prime number is 13, and so on. So if you see the numbers 1 to 100, there are 25 numbers which are prime numbers. So what do you mean by prime numbers? The divisors of prime numbers, that is the divisors of number is 1 and the number itself, then it is called as prime number. Once again I will repeat, what do you know by prime number? The divisors of a number if 1 and the number itself, then such numbers are called as prime numbers. So once again I will repeat, 1 is not a prime number. The smallest prime number is 2 and 2 is only one even prime number. Rest on all prime numbers are odd prime numbers. So 2 is the smallest prime number, 2 is the smallest prime number, 2 is the smallest even prime number. Okay, this is all about prime numbers. Then what are composite numbers? So in between these numbers, those are there, these numbers are called as composite numbers. So let us go and discuss, that is the 1 is not a prime number we have seen. Then 1 is not a composite number. Then 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number. Then what is the next number? 4 is a composite number. Then 5 is a prime. Then 6 is a composite. 7 is a prime. Then 8 is a composite number. Then 9 is a composite number. Then 10 is a composite number. Then 12 is a composite number, and so on. So what are these? Why these are called as composite numbers, or what do you know by composite numbers? So if you see the divisors of 4, if you see the divisors of 4, 1 is there, 2 is there, and 4 is there. Means except 1 and 4, there is a one divisor at least. Then we can call, these are called as composite numbers. Then one can ask me the question, that is why 1 is neither prime number nor composite number. Okay, so what is 1? 1 is a number, it has only one divisor. It has only one divisor. So what prime numbers require 2 divisors and composite numbers require 3 divisors, minimum 3 divisors. But 1 is a number which has only one divisor, that is 1 itself. That's why 1 is a neither prime number and 1 is a nor, means 1 is neither prime nor composite number. So be very careful regarding 1. 1 is not a prime number, 1 is not a composite number. So let us go to the next example, that is multiples of 3 and multiples of 7. So what do you know by multiples? It is a table of 3. Very simple. That is 3 is a multiple of 3. Then 6 is a multiple of 3. Then 9 is a multiple of 3. Then 12 is a multiple of 3. Then 15 is a multiple of 3, and so on. So it is the table, but starts from that particular number, multiple of 3. Then next, multiple of 7. Multiple of 7 means table of 7, that is 7, then 7 2s are 7 into 2 is 14, 7 into 3 is 21, then 7 into 4 is 28, then 7 into 5 is 35. These are called as multiples of 7. Okay, the next number is, that is 10. That is divisible. The concept divisible is there. Divisible by 5. So what is the first number divisible by 5? That is 5 is a number which is divisible by 5. Then 10 is a number which is divisible by 5. 15 is a number which is divisible by 5. 20 is a number which is divisible by 5. Then 25, and so on. So what do you know by divisible? If we divide this number by 5, we will get a remainder 0. So these numbers are called as divisible by 5. Then similarly, what we can write? Divisible by 9. So table of 9, in short, it is 9, then 9 to the 18, 27, 36. So if we divide these numbers by 9, we will get remainder 0. Okay, so these numbers are called as divisible by that particular number. It is multiples and it is divisible. Yes, let us go, students. Let us discuss about perfect square numbers, perfect cube numbers, even numbers and odd numbers. So what do you know by perfect square numbers? Square means 1 square is calculated as 1 into 1, that is equal to 1. Then 2 square is equal to 2 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 4. Then 3 square, it is 3 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 9. So these numbers are called as perfect square numbers. 1 is a perfect square number. 4 is a perfect square number. 9 is a perfect square number. So no number is there in between which is a perfect square number. So what is the definition of perfect square number? 1, that is square of natural numbers. Square of natural numbers, it is called as perfect square number. So 1 is the smallest perfect square number. Then 4 is a perfect square number. Then 9 is a perfect square number. Then 16 is a perfect square number. 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, and so on. These numbers are called as perfect square numbers, or this is also called as complete square numbers. So let us go ahead to perfect cubes. Similarly, 1 cube is calculated as 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, that is equal to 1. Then 2 cube is calculated as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 8. It is not 6. So 3 cube is calculated as 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, and it is 27. It is not 9. So these are called as cubes. 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27. Similarly, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125. So these numbers are called as perfect cube numbers. 1, 8, 27, then 64, then 125, and so on. These numbers are called as perfect cube numbers. So let us go to the very simple concept, that is even numbers and odd numbers. Sometimes the question arises and students are not able to give the answers for such a simple numbers, even numbers. The numbers which are divisible by 2, these numbers are called as even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and so on. And this is not end at 20. Okay, so some students feel that 2 table is ends at 20, but it is not like this. 22 is again in that table, 24 is there, 26 is there, and they are infinite numbers which are even numbers. Then similarly odd number. So let us go with odd numbers. 1 is a smallest odd number, then 3 is an odd number, then 5 is an odd number, then 7 is an odd number, then 9 is an odd number. and so on. So even and odd, their alternate numbers are coming here. 1 is a odd, 2 is a even, 3 is a odd, 4 is even, 5 is a odd, 6 is a even. And see about the number 1. That is 1 is a odd number and 1 is a perfect square number, 1 is a perfect cube number. But 1 is not a prime number, 1 is not a composite number. So students, we have seen today about the numbers, the types of numbers, the various words comes related to numbers. So this is a very important topic I choose today for all of you. So once again I will introduce myself. My name is Sunil Joshi sir. Last 25 years I am working in the field of mathematics, in the teaching field. My YouTube channel is there, special YouTube channel I have prepared. The name of channel is Sunil Joshi Sir Mathematics. So please subscribe my channel so that you can get more videos from my side. Thank you all of you.